When I first found out about the whole thing, I was completely freaked out. I didn't know what to do. I had no idea, I didn't know what I was gonna do, because I thought about abortion, but that's horrible, and I just couldn't, me and him we even talked about it, but we just I couldn't do that, but I knew we couldn't keep it.
I was like, people are gonna resent you for doing either one. I was like, if you keep it, people will resent you, because I was like, some people will be like, you just weren't ready. If you get up for adoption, people are gonna be like, how could you do that? You have to make a decision that at the end of the day, that you're satisfied with and that you can have a clear conscience on. I mean, when it came to the option of adoption, I wasn't really impacted, but I could see how everyone's opinion was impacting her.
My sister, she totally was 100% against it. She was just like, how are you just gonna do this? You're just gonna have this baby and you're just gonna give it to some people you just don't even care. She just totally gave me such a bad reaction that I was like, oh, I can't tell anybody. Everybody's gonna give me this reaction. I won't be able to handle this. I'm gonna be basically forced to keep this child, and when I'm not ready, I'm not in a place in my life to where I can physically keep a child.
But the biggest thing about adoption, it's not that you're not taking responsibility for what had happened. What it is, you realize that you may not be responsible yet, so you make a responsible decision to give someone else the responsibility. Amongst our trials and tribulations that we were going through when we first got here, we came across someone named Billy who helped us and gave us options, and she was like, well, since this is what you are going through and this is what y'all want to do, she was like, I know a place and I know someone. And that's when she brought us here to Covenant Care.
It wasn't what you would expect an adoption situation to be like. I came in here, everybody was so nice to me.
I felt like, I was being asked questions. I was there when things were going on, and I understood what was going on and what she was going through as well.
Everybody was so sweet to me, especially shout out to Jennifer. She was absolutely amazing. It was just the fact that she would call, she would check in, she was like, how are you doing? Just a simple fact of getting a hello text, how are you doing, from somebody. I don't even get that from my own sister, and I barely get that from my family. So the fact that somebody that I just met cares enough genuinely about me just to send me a, hey, how are you doing? Let's go out to lunch, let's talk. The fact that she still talks to me means so much to me.
Like she said, she checked up on us. She constantly was concerned about it. It felt more like an actual person caring, not so much just we're a business and this is what we do. It honestly had a very, very, very personal touch to it, and I have to say that stood out.
Well, I needed people to be there to say that you're making the right decision, and he was there, man, and he's literally been my rock through everything.
You don't want to abandon your mate at that very moment, because she's going through a lot. And the last thing she needs is more loss, because she already feels like she's lost something. As I guess you say, I see a lot of couples, oh, we'll just go through anything to get. This is that moment where you're just like, oh, we're together forever. This is that time to test that theory. Are you really gonna be there for her? I understand it's gonna be hard, and she's gonna run you out of house and home, and the mood swings are something else. But at the end of the day, when we were at the hospital holding the baby, I was sitting there just thinking to myself, it was so worth it. It honestly was worth dealing with. It honestly was just worth not giving up for. But I guess you could say Covenant Care gave me a different perspective about an adoption agency and how a personal touch and caring it really can be, despite what I guess you say we've been exposed to. All the negativity and turmoil and heartbreak that all the other kids go through. So it's just nice to know that adoption isn't always bad, that there's a good side to it.